Nope.
No. You can hear safety though.
It is as
Fine,
intended.
I got a single button on my mixer that just has Falco yelling at me. I'll just play that the entire game and it'll be fine.
Just a single button for Falco. What's he yelling at you?
I ain't your buddy. Go away.
Hey, we're live, guys.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
So we're doing countdown?
Yeah, you want to do introductions after you get started?
Oh, so we're like actually live on the
Yes, yes, we're actually live.
I thought we were doing a countdown.
Yeah, we're on the countdown.
I thought I heard the countdown. That is my bad.
Nope, we did not. All right. Well, hello, everyone. I am Wordsayer, joined by Safety Man. We have our commentators, Rakanai and Adam.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
We all score on Starfox 64. And today, Safety and I are going to be doing a race. Well, sort of a race. We're going to see who gets the highest score. We're shooting for roughly around 2,500, but you know, more is better.
More is better.
Yes.
Yes.
Less is more.
Okay.
I guess in a way. All right. So yeah, we are Starfox 64 score runners. We are all from the Hit 64 score running community. You all know the basic lore of Starfox. We're trying to save the Lila system from Andros. Meanwhile, Peppy is looking heavily sus for why our father is dead. So with that, you guys are both ready to go here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the. So we're gonna stop on each level.
Yes, we'll stop.
Catch up.
Yep.
We'll count down before each one.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Okay.
So when the timer will start when the movement. I'm sorry, when both players can gain control.
And keep in mind, there's not really a timer because we're not going to be going to speed.
Right, but just for their sake.
How about we just count it down to hitting A on Corneria?
Yes.
And then use the timer on that. It's close enough.
That's
Yeah,
enough.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
GLHF.
Yeah! It's about time.
All right. So if you've never played Starfox before, you get roughly 1 point for every enemy. But you may notice I just killed 3 enemies and I have 6 points. The reason for that is when you fire a charge shot and you hit an enemy with the splash damage of the charge shot, you get an extra bonus point. So basically, the basis of this whole score running bit is you're trying to kill as many things without actually hitting them as you can. So you'll see us shooting at like the ground or shooting at random places, like not shooting at the actual enemies. That is all intentional because we're trying to get as many bonus points as possible.
We're entering Corneria City now.
So it's like we're almost, it's almost as if hitting an enemy is a lost point instead of actually getting a point for it. But yeah, generally each enemy is worth 1 point, plus the bonus points of 2 points per enemy, but there are some notable exceptions which we're coming up to right here. This mech right here, after he dies, for some reason you can still get bonus points off of him. So what we'll be doing is we'll be killing the mech, then just spamming charge shots by his feet to like continually keep farming +1s for as long as we can off of him. There's a mech behind here that you can't even see, but he's dead. And I just got a bunch of points off of that. Should get 5 off of this one. 4, 5. Kill all these guys. Boom, somersault. And then here is a little trick that I'm doing. Safety is not doing it. There's 3 enemies way off in the distance there. I threw a bomb that killed them before I took the checkpoint, and now I'm going to take an intentional death, and those 3 enemies will respawn. So that's 3 free points.
And you'll notice that there's a specific route that these guys are taking throughout these levels. As you'll see Safety here about to fly through an arch. A bunch of different enemies will spawn depending on how you fly through the level, and we've optimized that essentially to get as many points as possible. You'll also see Safety saving Falco here because we do need to go the alternate route towards the ending of the stage, as it will give you more points.
Keep in mind, saving Falco is a requirement to continue along this proposed, the normal route. Oh no, you guys are not, yeah, you guys are going to be no.
Yeah.
So that doesn't matter. So they don't have to save Falco, but
it's worth more points if we do.
Yeah, it is more points if you do, but in terms of this routing, though, it's going to be better if we go. Keep Falco to go get the extra to do the route to do the extra boss, the alternative boss. Sorry, wow, I can talk today.
Words are hard.
Yes, words are hard.
It's hard.
Fight the alternative boss. So it normally take us to Sector Y, but instead we'll be switching course to go to Medio instead.
So I fly through all these arches. Safety's already done this, but Falco is now impressed because of my smooth flying or something. And now he's gonna take me through a waterfall because that's how logic works.
Yep. Somehow he knew that there was not just a wall behind the waterfall. But
it wouldn't tell us, regardless or not, if we did go through the arches or not. All right, safety's looking at a nice solid 300. Words is coming up on the end too. Let's see what we can do to wrap up.
Should be 307.
Looks like a 307. All right, starting good.
Dang it, Words.
And
Got it.
307, yes.
all right. Very decent start for both players.
Yes.
Can I get the somersault? Oh,
No,
Dang it.
oh dear.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I just got a wing repair. That's only 2 wing hits. I'm good. On that note, subtle little thing that you may not know about the game is your wings actually have health as well as your ship. So if you take too many wing hits, you can actually break a wing, which will make you fly a little lopsided, but more importantly, you will lose your laser upgrades, which can be very bad on certain levels. I'm also stalling a little bit here because I'm trying to kill Falco because he has a habit of stealing points in the next level, and I don't like that. So I want him gone.
Yeah, Words is
Really
doing
shows up on
the Words is doing the kill the animals run.
Yeah,
Metroid or Metroid.
I do like Metroid quite a lot.
You okay over there, Fox?
We don't need to save the
Come on,
animals.
Falco, there you are.
Need here.
That ain't Falco.
Come on, Falco. There you
Falco. There you
go.
go.
Bye, Falco. And we're going to be wrapping up right now.
Boom.
Perfect. GG's. Woohoo. All right, so we're starting out here with 300 versus, 307. And 300, with Words in the lead by 7. We are going to go to Medio next, to the asteroid field. For those who love the space levels, you're going to get your fair share here. And plus a very high score level here as well.
Yeah, we're doing
would you say
alternate space and land levels, aren't we?
What?
We're doing alternate space and planet levels all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yes.
So would you say Medio is probably the 3rd highest scoring level in the game? Yeah. Both Area
yeah, I would
6
say
and
so.
Medio? Yeah.
Yes.
Or maybe not, because it's both are right. It'd be yeah, Medio is higher than Zonus, right? Ignore what I said.
It's close, but yeah, Medio is a bit higher.
Yes.
Okay, and now I have to remember where the menus are because I can't read them.
Yeah, always
All
press
right.
start.
Always press
ready?
Start.
Yeah.
Yep, ready.
All right,
Count
ready?
down.
2, 1, let's go. All right, so now we're heading into Medio, the one level that we scam General Pepper into giving us money for shooting space rocks.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you didn't know, General Pepper gives us $64 per point at the end of a run.
And each space rock is a point, so free money. Let's go.
It is definitely free money.
So yeah, in
I
this first
screwed that
section,
up.
you'll see a combination of charged shots and bombs to try and get as many of these asteroids as possible. It's very finicky. So you
Very
can get
finicky.
anywhere from like 30 points on some runs to over 50 on others.
Hello,
Both players
56.
looking very, very good right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Both players are looking good right now.
And yep, Happy casually telling us that it's a trap.
This isn't Star Wars.
Yeah,
It definitely was not inspired by Star Wars either, at all.
not at all.
No.
Never heard any
also-
person say that.
an interesting thing about this level is there's these rocks that are shaped kind of like teeth, and for some reason they count as enemies, so we can spam shots on those as well and get some bonus points.
Yep, no idea why. Never been able to figure it out. They just exist.
There's a lot of mysteries in this game. And you'll notice I am doing a lot of damage to Slippy right now. There's two reasons for that. One is because he's annoying, and the other we'll get to later.
But Slippy's a good boy.
He's an annoying good boy.
You're okay, fair. You're right.
Use the brake.
Yeah, that was the big asteroid section. Not a whole lot going on there. But
Yep, literally no points to gain.
yeah, we do have a small section here with four, I don't remember the name of these enemies. I call them flowers, but,
Wait,
Oh, these?
names?
Oh, these.
yeah.
Okay, Pepe's gonna come up and say, they're on me, I'm getting careless, but we'll probably kill these things before he has a chance to say much, and I missed.
Oh.
Me and my big mouth. Oh, no.
oh.
Okay, we're good. I think we're good.
Yeah.
So if you take too long to kill those enemies, this next group of 5 here will not spawn. So that can be very bad if you're too slow on that.
Fun fact, they also don't spawn if you go too fast.
Yes.
Yeah, we Star Controls taught us that.
Yep.
That is very. I did forget about that for a second. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh boy.
All right.
Okay, we're good.
See, Word's coming up to another one of those teeth.
More.
See, we'll hit +1s when there's definitely no enemies here.
And both players are fairly even in this level so far, from what it looks like. I think Safety has a very slight advantage in the level.
Fun fact, our PBs are exactly the same on this level as well.
Really? That I did not know.
42.
Wow, that I did not know. I don't think I've cracked 500 in this level yet.
Also, you may have heard on commentary before that this Japanese version loses 4 points. Right here is why, because I just spawned 1B. Safety gets 2 in that section.
That I did not know, actually.
I'll just kill one, just to keep it fair.
Thanks, Safety. You're so nice. 198 checkpoint. Okay, something also different here. Because I killed Slippy, you see this big chunk of enemies that spawned after the checkpoint. Safety did not get those because Slippy is alive.
Except
Also,
he did.
I'm doing a
He did
similar
actually.
trick. Oh, he did kill her?
Yes, he
Kill him?
did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Never mind. Well, those enemies won't spawn if you don't kill Slippy. Also, I did a trick where I threw a bomb and did a somersault, which, just like on Corneria, gives me the opportunity to respawn some of those enemies and get some extra points there. But it is a risky strat, so Safety doesn't generally go for that. But yeah, I'm a risky boy.
Safety
Yes.
is, however, going through the warp right now and unlock charge shotting every single.
And very successful, I think, so far in that stretch.
Very, very good.
We can't hear the game audio, by the way, so it looked like he got that last ring. I think it looked like he did. That score tells me he probably did, if I had to guess.
Yep.
It's very.
Oh, yeah.
I will say it's very different watching this being played in a score run, because I have been doing the speedrun version of score running recently, the 2K% category, where the goal is to obtain 2,000 points in as fast as possible. And so it's very, for me, it's just a little weird to watch the score running version of this without trying to go fast.
Yeah, but now both players are in the warp. This is where you get a good chunk of your points in this level. You'll see multiple charge shots and bombs going at those atoms on Safety's side, as well as tons of asteroids on the sides here being destroyed.
Yeah, so if you notice... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, so you notice Safety's starting to the warp at 289, and his score is already well over 400, and we still have a decent bit left he still has a decent bit of the warp left, so he's going to be racking up bit points here big time. Words is just starting the warp, and I think he started at 291. So yeah, he's approaching 400 pretty quickly. So yeah, it's going to be, this level is definitely one of the higher end point totals.
And you'll see Safety here going into the last section that gives you bombs aplenty. Safety, are you going to be resetting Katina, or are you going to be carrying these bombs over?
He might be
right now.
Yes,
I'll let
he's
him answer
focusing.
after.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see words here.
I'll be resetting.
You'll be resetting? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Words heading into just about the middle section here, taking out all the bees and rocks.
So I don't want to make it sound like I'm ignoring you, but the game through my TV is being captured with my mic, so I'm muting my mic when I play.
Oh, okay.
I'll
okay.
do the audio for you guys.
I knew you were concentrating, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Words here is finishing up his Medio. Looks pretty even with where safety is right now. We'll wait for him to keep going. Looks like we're gonna be at a 5. I couldn't see that last number. 512. Okay. All right. So 512 to safety's 524. So safety has taken the lead in terms of the total hits for the run so far. So now we're up to Katina, and Rack, you have had many fun adventures with Katina. So go ahead.
Yes, fun is the operative word.
Fun.
Fun.
Does this have fun right now?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm having fun, man. Stressed as heck right now. Come on. Watching me.
It's just a race. We're also raising money for charity.
Raising money for coral reefs, which, speaking of, I rewatched Finding Nemo last night because I was in the mood. So if any of you donation people have some Finding Nemo quotes you like, we love those.
We also love donations. And our charity is Mother of Corals. Mother of Corals' mission is simple. We rely on coral reefs for a lot. They produce a significant amount of the world's oxygen, which I like to breathe personally.
Yeah.
More than a billion people rely on reefs for their livelihoods. But coral reefs are in trouble. And now more than ever, we need to return the favor. At Mother of Corals, we provide tools and trainings to enable coastal communities to create, maintain, and share artificial coral reef habitats with the public in order to increase their environmental and economic sustainability.
Ooh, great.
And there's my spiel, and back to y'all.
Great. Okay.
All right. Let's get started with the Katina. In 3, 2, 1, go. So Katina's a fun level. If you've ever seen Independence Day,
It's that movie. It's
that
just
movie.
that. That's literally it. And it sucks because it's RNG.
So this is the first all-range stage that you'll be seeing in this run. It's basically just shoot all the black flying enemies and get as many points as you can.
And don't kill
10,
Peppy.
Well, yeah, and don't kill Peppy, because we need him for the next level, because if you kill Peppy here, you lose 20-some-odd points off of it, which is not good. After 10 points, or 10 kills, essentially the mothership will spawn, which will start the second part, or main part of the stage, where the mothership will open up and give R2 runners even more enemies to shoot at. That's pretty much it for this level. There's not a whole lot going on.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And you just shoot enemies for 5 minutes, and yeah.
Yes,
Something I mentioned about all range mode levels is that whenever you hit enemy number 15, that one always drops the laser, which you really need in this level.
yes.
Especially if you're taking a death like safety is.
Yeah, because if you do take a death, you restart with 3 bombs and just regular single lasers. So having that power up again, up to double, really does help here. It also is a bit safer on Peppy because it does not do as much damage to him if you decide to lay into him a bit.
Yeah, because if you didn't know, your teammates rarely die from other enemies hitting them. Usually when they die, it's because you're shooting at them. You're hitting them while trying to shoot at the other enemies. So, yeah, having stronger lasers is a bit of a liability here, but my mashing is slower than safety's, so I kind of need the extra damage.
Yes. So yeah, hyper lasers, I think as we mentioned, are optimal for scoring, but in terms of not hitting your teammates, it's best to have the twin, so it's a bit of a trade-off.
Yeah.
Which whatever set of lasers you like to go with. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
What do you mean, just keep shooting? I mean,
That too.
Swim. Oh, I love to swim. I'm telling you, man, I basically memorized that movie as a kid, so rewatching it last night, I just got all those things running through my head right now.
I don't blame you at all.
Time for a little. Go find your own target.
Out of the way, Falco.
The hatches are open.
I know Falco's trying to get in your way as much as possible right now, isn't he?
All units
Yeah, so I don't mind if he dies here. Peppy's the only one that matters.
Yeah, so for those who are also wondering, this is what we call in the score writing community the normal route. If you like to do the hard route, that we would basically be following the red line path. So instead of going through Media, we would go through Sector Y. We go to Aquas instead of Katina. Then we go to Zonus, but we still come back to Macbeth in Area 6. But then also recently, there's been a discovery in the past couple of years, I think, where Bolse has actually become a more viable route. However, it is very risky for all runs, as you only get one attempt to do the level because you need 10 bombs to complete the trick.
Oh, did not mean to shoot that bomb. Oh,
Oh no!
we'll manage.
Yeah, it looks pretty even right now. Again, both runners are going to be in different stages at different times here.
I guarantee you safety's ahead.
I wasn't really paying attention to who started the mothership cutscene. I didn't really pay attention to who started the cutscene first, so I can't really gauge. Only way I will be able to gauge is by what the score was when the timer appears, and that'll be happening probably in a couple minutes here. By the way, since we're in a bit of a lull period, do we have any donations that need to be read out?
Hey, Einstein, I'm on your side.
I do not have any new donations.
Okay.
But we can talk about some upcoming donation incentives.
Yes, excellent.
So coming up, we've got Journey. I believe that's later today. Later today by Respect. Red Robe versus White Robe, which it's not just a clothing choice. It actually does change the game a little. White Robe is currently winning with $5.
The hatches are open.
This could be
Wrong button. And then also after that, we've got Stray later this evening. And that's got a category bid war, any percent versus 100%. 100% is currently winning with $1 to $0. And to end the evening, we've got a Final Fantasy IV free enterprise race where you can name characters. And doesn't look like thus far anyone has submitted any. So for as little as $1, you can name a character in FF4. And back to you.
Great, awesome, thanks very much. Yeah, so safety, no, that's not safety, that's Words. Words has the timer on the screen now. Also a little low on health there, bud.
Yeah, just a bit. It's
we are playing on the edge of glory.
This is fine.
So Peppy, both characters still have Peppy alive, which is good for score running. Otherwise, if we lose Peppy, then we lose, I think, about 30 points.
At least 30. At least 30.
So
I would say more like 35.
Yeah, more. Okay, then yeah. So it's still, regardless, still a lot of points that we lose if we don't have Peppy. Slippy does actually cost us a few, but I think it's only 4 because we do. It's Slippy. If we lose Slippy, Slippy will actually come back in Sector X to help us fight the boss. Well, quote unquote, help. But if he is not alive beforehand, we will miss out on a B that will cost 4 points. So.
I just looked over at safety score, man.
Whoa, yeah, safety is on a rampage.
I told you safety was ahead.
See, safety is currently just climbing here.
Yeah,
it was about 10 seconds left.
Yeah, that's like a 290 or something. That literally beats my PB. My PB on this stage is 285, I think, which is once in a blue moon at this point. On the topic of Slippy, because we killed him in Medio, he's guaranteed to be alive in Sector X. So
yes.
That's no worries there.
Oh, okay. I did not. I forgot about that actually.
Yep. 246. I mean, with how I've been playing this level lately, I'm kind of happy with that. Lately, I've been getting like 230s. It does. I hate this level.
A friend of ours named Libby Doodles would disagree with their sentiments, but
Literally the only person.
Okay, she's
yeah,
The
here.
only person on the planet who score runs this game and thinks that Katina is a good stage.
or
She's not here, I hope.
Sorry, Livy.
Sorry,
Probably
Libby.
sleeping right now. You're probably okay.
Yes.
I'm not sorry. So we're both going to be taking a death here, correct? Because I think you
Yes.
used all your bombs.
Because we need bombs, yeah.
We need the bombs back.
Yes. Yeah, so we are resetting. So reason why they are resetting here is because whenever you restart a level, you go back to 3 bombs. But let's go ahead and get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm just gonna... There.
All right.
Nice, I timed it. I think. At least on my end, it looks in sync. But we gotta reset
That's close
anyways.
enough.
Yeah, it's close enough.
All right, here's that reset for bombs, and we're gonna be going ahead and starting this big section. The reason we need
I
the
also
bombs
use
is
music. Sorry. Go ahead, sorry.
no, you're good. There are quite a few enemies that you can't really hit with charge shots unless you're a TAS. So we use bombs as cleanup essentially in these sections. There's also just a bunch of enemies that are going to be coming from behind here in a sec that the bombs help with, as well as some mines that are very hard to charge shot as well.
Yes, the mines can be a bit problematic here.
He's quick. Be careful.
Okay. Yep, and here we come to those enemies that are coming from behind. You'll see them charge shotting and then shooting bombs to opposite sides to try and clean up over there while getting as many extra hit pluses as they can. Yeah, and very decent start from both players here as we're heading into the main area of the base.
Bro! Walls suggestion. Walls don't exist in the stage. I missed all 4 of those turrets.
Wow. So
I don't think I've ever missed
Just what
all
just
of them.
happened. Yeah, as he said, walls are a suggestion in this stage. They are absolutely paper thin, and the way the charge shot works, there are certain frames that it has a chance to just clip through the wall and not care about it at all, which is what happened.
Okay, so you'll notice a theme here that I'm taking intentional deaths a lot in this run.
Is that?
Because I also want to have bombs coming from the checkpoint, which has to do with actually the last stage in the route, or second to last stage in the route. But it's just about making sure I have enough bombs for what I want to do. Because every time you die and reset, you start with 3 bombs.
I'll attack from the outside.
All right, safety heading down the right corridor here. Strangely enough, not the most optimal way to score in this level. You technically want to take the right and then go to the warp, as it does offer more points. But because we are going to Macbeth, we do need to fight the boss at the end of this. So we
Yes.
take the right path, as it gives more points in that respect.
Yes, and if we were to go to the warp, then we would completely miss out on going to Macbeth, because if completing the warp takes us to Sector Z, whereas if you choose to change course, you can only go to Titania.
And you can see on safety side, bunch of charge shots there going through the walls, unfortunately.
We
good, I
love
need a break.
walls.
Suggestion.
Yes, we love walls in this level.
And by love, we mean hate.
Yes, that was very much sarcasm, if you couldn't tell.
If you couldn't tell.
Yep. And as you see on safety side, bunch of enemies chasing Peppy there. Those are the ones that we were talking about that wouldn't spawn if Peppy was dead right now.
Can I make a suggestion for the commentators?
Yes.
Walls.
Walls? Oh man, there's something I can't do about that, safety.
Sorry.
Don't exist. Nothing I can do about that.
We can't reprogram the game. That need to have happened 26 years ago. All right, what are we looking at here? All right.
Not doing so hot.
Yeah, safety definitely has an edge in this level approaching the boss. Swords has a few more points to grab though before he hits the boss though. But yes, all right. So safety's got a decent advantage here in this level.
Enemy field analyzed.
All right. the real question is, will either player one cycle the boss?
Nope, I won't. I don't have hyper lasers.
I have a hard time doing that still.
Yes, one cycling this boss is very difficult, and looks like Safety might have just done it. I could be wrong.
Nope.
Huh?
Okay.
What?
Word's getting all the extra points here, though, on the side enemies that appear with the boss, and Safety one cycling the boss as well. The second phase.
Bro, I'm so far behind right now.
No, you're good. You're fine. You're fine.
Plenty of time to make it up.
Did you just somersault Safety on purpose?
Yeah, you gotta have the
Right flip.
crazy cam, right?
That's very fair. I will give you that.
Everything's A-okay.
But yeah, so
You worry
Words
about
is just
Yeah.
Words is
Okay.
completing the first phase of the boss. Now moving on to the second phase. We'll make quick work here. Dodge the debris. And boom. He is the cyborg is defeated. Is dead.
Crab emoji.
Grab emojis.
Hey.
Can we get
Sorry.
some cyborg is
Sorry.
dead? Can we get some cyborg is dead crab emojis in the chat, please?
I think
I don't think I have a crab emoji. Or do I?
It's a universal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a universal
Here we
one.
go.
Oh, bombs, I just realized.
Oh, yep, that might be a little problem to start here then for safety in terms of.
I'm just gonna just give me your advice. Just don't skip the cutscene, right?
Oh yeah, yes. Don't skip the cutscene. So, fun fact.
You get to say it to me.
Yeah, I get to say to you there once. So, reason we're saying don't skip the cutscene is because in Macbeth, whenever you start the level, it's actually wiser to wait and let the cutscene play out compared to just skipping it, because you will actually start further back and can hit more of the train than you would if you just hit start and skip the cutscene. So that's why we say,
I'm skipping the
skipping-
cutscene because it's easier.
how dare you? I just told you the benefits of doing it and you defiled it. Wow.
All right, guys. 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo. Fun fact, I always used to say whenever Fox would say, it'll be a piece of cake, General, I always would say, I like cake.
I just like pretty good
I like
cake
cake too. Yeah.
Alright, so safety, not skipping cutscene, able to take advantage of not having bombs and still get the same result as words.
The sole Landmaster stage in this run.
Yes.
It does the R-Wing and the Landmaster both act a bit differently. In this, you can still double tap to roll along the ground, but if you hold both Z and R, you can hover, which will help grab some bombs from the turrets up top if they do drop for safety. But this is the rock section, as you'll see. We bonk off a pillar to try and get some extra charge shots off on the first section of rocks, because it becomes incredibly difficult if you do not do so. Grab all of them.
Ah, that was
Word here.
+1, dang it.
Yes, those
You're not taking me serious.
good.
Okay. People are cutting out. I don't know who's talking.
That was me. The turrets can be very finicky at times. You have to do just so close on that one. Words. Yeah,
all of
so
that.
the shooting on the turrets is very tricky. You can't directly shoot them, otherwise you lose 4 points per turret. However, you can't just directly charge on it either, because you will get a hit +1. So the optimal way of shooting at the turrets is just slightly shooting it off to the side, and then you can get all 5 points from defeating the enemy.
And that's another thing we don't know. We have no idea why those turrets give 5 points instead of 4.
Yes.
Yep. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense. There's not like 3 points of contact there, so we just roll with it. Yeah, here's another just rock section that safety's at. We're just rolling right on through. And Words here, getting up on the track. Excellent. Is he going to? He did trigger it. So if you get up on the tracks there, you can trigger Slippy, which causes a couple extra enemies to spawn. And very impressively, Words managed to charge shot the train there to get both of them as soon as they spawned in. So that made it very easy.
What the bomb? Nice. Okay, got it.
Excellent.
Yeah, there we go.
And you'll see Safety here charge-shotting off the wall as a secondary strategy to try and get as many points off. Of
Dude, we're literally even right now.
So the reason they were bonking there is there's a thing that happens. If you go too fast, sometimes the carts here will not shoot down these additional rocks that are falling right now.
Yep.
And we don't want that. We need the rocks to fall.
And we actually call that the rack curse.
Yep.
Because
I can't tell you how many times I've just come through this section and rocks just don't spawn. Even if I am going slow, they just don't like me.
Yeah, they will, for some reason, it very rarely happens to other people, but for some reason, Rakanai is just very good at not getting them to spawn.
Go. We're coming up on the checkpoint now. We're here in the tunnel. Both players are going to have to avoid these giant steel bars.
Yes.
And yeah.
Despite the boss telling us, come on, come closer. And it's just like, you're blocking every incentive for me to do that.
Okay, so here, Safety, are you taking the death here?
I'm not. I'm gonna take 4 bombs and a laser to Area 6.
Same.
Smart.
Yeah, so there is a method here where you can take a death at the checkpoint and get 4 extra points because part of the train will respawn. Safety and I right now are not doing that because safety reasons. So as we're talking about lasers and bombs, you carry through between levels. And in Area 6, it is very beneficial to have lasers early. You don't have to do it, but it's a lot more consistent if you start with good lasers. So we're skipping the 4-point bonus for taking the death just so we have more consistency on Area 6 coming up.
I mean, unless I accidentally miss Switch 5, which can happen.
That does happen, yes.
It does happen.
Speaking of switches, our players here will be hitting all 8 switches here in order to activate the special cutscene and ending of this level that will allow them to go to Area 6 and not have to really fight the boss. They keep doing so anyways.
Yeah, I've been doing that lately too. It's fun. Because you can just about kill him before the ending the level here. If he'll give me... There he is.
Alright. Get ready to enjoy the longest cutscene in the game.
Also the best cutscene in the game.
Yeah!
Agreed.
Explosions, I'll give it that.
Yes.
Alright, I think that was 266 for me. And I think safety is pretty close to the same.
I think around that number. I didn't check.
There.
Yeah. Because I think I was 1 point ahead and then I missed a +1 on one of the little moths.
Kaboom!
Kaboom!
No sploosh, though.
We do not get a sploosh, though, yes.
No sploosh.
You guys ever have Pop Rocks?
Oh, yes.
Candy Pop Rocks?
Pretty sure I have not
Soda?
had those.
Absolutely explosive. Great stuff.
They are very fizzy.
It's like drinking soda without drinking soda. It's great.
Yeah, pretty much.
268 for safety.
Alright.
Did I miscount mine? I might have miscounted mine. I'm not sure. I didn't even look at my own score. There it is, 266.
Yes. All right, so pretty even on Macbeth.
On Macbeth.
Kind of even, yeah.
But here's where the real test comes in. Area 6 is a very intense, very fast-paced level with a lot of scoring opportunity, and it looks like both players are trying to aim for a 630, which is a high bar to hit.
So all I need to do here is I need to get a 670, and I need safety to get a 600, and then I'll be on pace.
I'll just say that the world
happens,
record for this
definitely.
level was broken quite recently.
Yes.
2 or 3 times, actually, by the same person.
Yeah, yeah.
Miko
Japanese
is a
speedrunner,
legend.
yeah. Miko Toya or Miko _TO_YA on Twitch. Streams very late because it's from Japan.
Yes, but Miko has definitely been tearing up the
Yeah.
IL scoreboards recently.
He has been taking every single category that he's attempted. It's insane.
Yes.
Like on this route in particular, before the highest score we had on record was like a 26-24, and then Miko just popped by and got a 28-10, which is just like insane.
Yes. All right. So we are both ready, it looks like. Yes.
Yep.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
It's all.
Will do.
Here we go.
Here's where the fun begins.
Nope. So right as we start off, 8 enemies are going to come flying right in. I'm going to try and get a charge shot off on all of them. And you'll see the satellite here on the right. There are going to be a bunch of those littered throughout the stage, and they are worth 4 points apiece, so we're going to be trying to get as many of those as possible. Also, a bunch of mines litter at the start. A few bombs take care of them, but you get close to 100 points out of it.
Yes, the bomb section is very useful in terms of scoring for the stage, and really can help determine whether or not you're going to reset right off the bat also. So if you don't have a good bomb attempt on the first try, you don't like the score, it's most likely going to be the result of not getting enough mines. So that's a good reason for a lot of resets in this level.
But yeah, you'll see, we're shooting as many of these satellites as we can, and every enemy is just coming at us, trying to stop us on our way to Venom here. But nothing's going to get in our way, at least these two. I might stop for a coffee break, personally.
Oh, dang it.
Gotta make the Lyle at our shower.
So in reference to what Safety just mentioned, someone did who once commentated on a run, did take a shower in the middle of the run.
Your run.
Yeah, it was actually my run in a different marathon. And he came back and still made it before I beat the level that I was started when he left. So
Yeah, Area 6 is a very long level, and it's incredibly intensive because you're constantly mashing your lasers. So we'll see here they're entering probably one of the biggest point gaining areas of the entire level. It's the corridor. You're going to see a bunch of satellites on the edge. They're only around for a limited amount of time, though. So it is kind of hard to get all of them in one run.
yes.
And also about halfway through, bees start spawning as well, which also give 4 points. So it makes it even worse.
Yes, and the tricky part is with doing the bees is that it's hard to balance, okay, do I go for the bee or go for the satellite? And that's a tough choice that has to be made a lot of the times. Like, is it worth going after this bee, or should I go after the guaranteed points for the satellites?
I'll be taking check death. Just
All right.
the laser dupe glitch.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah.
Because I need bombs.
Yes. Bombs are good.
Laser dupe glitch was something that was discovered a few years ago. But essentially what's going to happen here once these players both respawn at checkpoint, they're going to break and throw a bomb slightly to the right and detonate it at a specific distance. This will cause it to kill each enemy as they spawn in, causing an effect that will spawn lasers for each and every one of them. As
So-
you see on safety side.
Yeah, so the reason...
And Words got it as well.
Yes, so the reason is that the game thinks it's the last enemy on the screen for the bunch, and normally when you defeat all the enemies in the group, a laser upgrade spawns. And so because of that, that's why we see the laser upgrades happen with each one, because the game is registering, oh, this is the last enemy in the group, here's your reward. And so that's why we get a bunch of laser upgrades in that beginning portion after the checkpoint.
It makes resetting this stage incredibly viable, which is nice. You can get as many attempts as you have lives on the second half if something goes wrong.
Correct.
But yeah, you'll see them coming to these ships that have a bunch of points on them. They have multiple turrets that each count for 1 hit plus. The ship itself is a hit plus 5 for 6 total points, so their score is just going to continue to be racking up.
Yeah, so you probably might have noticed, like, safeties, for instance, and because Words is in a bit of a lull spot for a second, but it's just, like, not... It's very rarely stopping. Safety hitting a task strat, actually. Which is...
The task ship? Oh, I wasn't watching. I was watching
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm mad that safety's so good at that.
Safety is very good at that part, and it's a little frightening to
The
me.
dude's mashing is insane.
Yes, safety's mashing is quite impressive, if I do say so myself as well. It's very difficult to mash at that fast level, let alone just even doing it that fast to begin with.
Both players hitting over 600. Let's go. So yeah, fun fact, if you're playing the 1.1 version of this game, you'll never reach 600. They implemented a score cap of 511 on all stages for the 1.1 version because there is a error on the ranking screen if you score above it. Basically messes up everything. It removes 256 points from your score, so you could have runs that are worse being higher on your scoreboard eventually. It just looks like a mess. But we need those extra points, so we run on the 1.0 version. Yeah, this is Gorgon. This is the final boss of Area 6. He's got a bunch of glowy balls, a bunch of tentacles, and we gotta destroy them all. Also, there's going to be a big flashing light section. We will let you know when that's coming.
Yes, if we can, I don't know if we have an alert for that on the screen by chance, but we will let you know.
Photosensitivity warning.
Yes, photosensitivity warning is in effect for this stream.
I've gotten good at keeping it off screen. You'll see now.
What happened? Oh, I see what happened.
I was so close to getting a double 1 cycle on the tentacle.
All right, safety stream. Watch out.
And you know, it's
and
like
Words is also going to happen right about now.
And it's funny because it's this big threatening rainbow laser, but you can kind of just chill in the corner and it will never hit you.
Yep.
See, I've had problems doing that for some reason. I don't know why.
I think it's I have noticed, like, if you go to the corner too early, it'll track you, but like if you wait till it shoots and then go to the corner,
gotcha.
It'll just keep shooting straight.
Gotcha. That makes more sense actually now that you say that.
All right, and Gorgon is down on both ends. Photosensitivity warning is over. You guys can look at the screen again.
Okay. And then we're doing a bit of an actual race on this last level because there are score strats for this level, but they're kind of slow and boring. We're just gonna make it interesting and go as fast as we can for this last level.
By boring, you mean awesome? Then I agree.
I mean, yeah, they're awesome, but you know. Rack and I over here. Do you still have the world record for that,
yes,
right? Miko, I don't think Miko snatched that yet.
No.
He was close. He was very close.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I
Zaki.
I'll wait until you
get
get in
to
here
it.
so we can start at the same time.
Yeah, so there's no screen after this, so we're going to go right into Venom regardless of who finishes first and whatnot. So safety is a little behind in that respect. Words is...
for me.
Oh, you paused. Oh, never mind. All right, and safety's coming in. Oh no, wait, I got my screens backwards. I'm sorry.
Come on, Adam.
Listen, it's been a day, okay?
You guys don't give up.
Sure, why not? I'll take some free points.
Yeah, we like free points.
Fun fact about Wolf and his team, they do have shields if you try to charge shot them, so optimally, if you're going for the most points here, you want to try and hit them indirectly with charge shots. The best way to do that is to get them to follow you and charge shot off the ground when they are near you, or let them pass you and continually charge shot at them as you keep them in a circular loop.
This is close.
It takes a long time, but it's an incredibly safe way to do it.
Yes.
But very good kills
The sharp
there.
turn scared me on your end.
Oh, I am so far from. This is such a slow transition, dude.
Hey, at least it's not a soft block.
Yes.
Not a soft block. Yep.
So yeah, both players now in the tunnels heading towards the final boss. And
I like to grab that bomb on the left and still go right.
That's always
Kind of hard to do.
Wait, you can do that?
Yeah.
What?
It's a precise break.
That's incredibly precise.
Well,
Don't hit the walls.
I hit the walls.
Oh, we're still racing? I was going for swag.
Yeah, we're racing. Yeah, dude.
Okay.
The Andros fight is included in this level.
Safety
That
taking
is-
the casual way through, getting all the extra bombs and
In your mouth.
power-ups.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, this is Andros. Yeah, he has very weak eyeballs, and we are very weak hands. So we're gonna destroy.
No, I missed it.
Oh no! Oh
And well,
no! Somehow
This
they
is falling
counted though. Okay.
no, I threw 2 bombs.
Oh, you threw two. Okay, I didn't see the second
'cause
one.
I came
saw
in
the
with
first
2
one.
bombs for that reason, and then also that makes it faster. Good
Yeah,
luck to me.
If you go into cockpit there and then look off screen, the explosions do not.
It reduces
show.
lag. This is the sloppiest Venom 2 speedrun of my life.
All right, giant brain, swag flip, and we're gonna try and destroy these giant eyeballs again that are.
It skipped
If I
my bomb
hadn't-
input.
If I hadn't thrown my bomb like an idiot earlier, I could have killed these guys instantly, but we're doing it the hard way.
It skipped my bomb input.
What?
Wow.
It was too much lag, so I think I pressed A and B at the same time and only A registered.
That might do it.
That will definitely do it.
This game runs at 30, so
Yeah, 30 FPS, not a 60 FPS game. That was not in the times yet.
really.
So say
There's
literally
multiple
match faster than-
SNES games that ran at the same at 60.
How are we still perfectly in sync?
I don't know.
That's a really good question, honestly.
Hi, Fox.
Why is this being difficult?
Don't ever give up, my son.
Give up, my son.
Also, can
All right,
someone
cool.
update?
We're done.
Well,
I'm giving up. Bye.
bye.
What? No, wait, no!
Follow Fox.
Come with me if you want to live.
Another fun Star Wars reference here. Essentially escaping the Death Star. We're going to be going back through the tunnels we came
I thought,
in
this
at.
was a,
What are you talking about? This game isn't based on StarArs at all.
I thought this was a Metroid reference. You literally
Yeah.
kill a brain and
It's
self
Father Brain. Instead of Mother Brain, it's Father Brain.
Ah, I see the
That's
reference.
something I didn't want to think about. Thank you.
Yeah, so so we're escaping the tunnels here. The same, it'll always be, I think, 5 or 6 pathways you go through, but it'll be randomized though, whatever way you go. So it's not necessary that safety and words will travel in the same directions.
Time is coming up when the cutscene triggers at the end of this tunnel.
Well, for safety, that. Oh no, well,
Yeah.
Oh,
safety.
no.
All right, and
Whatever.
time is happening now.
Oh wait, that means I won the race.
Yes, it is. That does mean you won the race.
You also had Japanese. You have to render less text.
That is also very true.
Oh, man.
Actually, I
Actually,
clicked
that's
the,
wrong.
I
Sorry.
clicked the timers in the wrong order, so you lost the race.
Oh no!
Lost on a technicality. Oh, man.
It's okay. It's okay. We have the video proof. But
Very
yeah.
good run from both of us.
Yes, great job.
Scores are, 'cause I honestly
I had a
stopped doing my
626, I
job.
think, or 2498.
2498
So close.
to safeties.
26.
2601.
Bro!
So safety.
Dang, I should have went one less.
I should have gotten 2 more.
Why 2 more?
Because I would have had 2500.
Oh yes.
Oh, you 2 more, yeah.
I missed the Area 6 score, so that's on me.
Yeah, me too. I did too.
Yes, everyone does.
661.
61? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just
Alright.
math, right?
I,
That was a
I
great-
can't do math on stream. You're asking way too much of me. 626 was it?
Yeah, I think
it was
626 should be. And 230 for Venom 2.
Okay.
Like how the tracker is going negative numbers. A negative 600 score.
But yeah, very good run, guys.
Yes, very good runs by both
Yeah.
players. Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you all for being here. Do y'all have shout outs you'd like to do? By all means, shout things out.
64.net.
Yes, hit 64. That's community of Starfox score running. Hit64.net. Not com. Net. But yeah, I've been score running in this community for just under 2 years now, and like everyone has been so supportive and helpful. I literally could not have gotten anywhere near as far as I have with this game if it wasn't for Hit 64. So shout outs to you guys. Thank you so much, because these guys have been in there for much longer than I have.
Yeah. Also, shout outs to the Japanese scoring community as well. They've come up with strats that we didn't even know about.
Yep, there's I didn't actually use it this time, oddly enough, but in Macbeth with the tank, there's a strat where you roll and shoot a shot when the tank is upside down, so it automatically explodes inside the ground. And we got that from some Japanese runners, and it is like one of the most useful things in that level. Also, shout outs to my friend Max. I don't even remember his last name. It was so long ago, for getting me into this game. Because he showed my brother and I a bunch of N64 games, and this was one of them. And then a couple years later, my brother and I found the game for like $5 at a used game store.
Wow.
And I have loved the game ever since. This is legitimately one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, speaking of game stores, I'd like to shout out my ANC Games, local game store in my city.
Nice.
And shout outs to you, the viewers.
Of course.
Indeed. And
And
shout outs
marathon.
to coral reefs.
Yes.
Coral Reef.
Yeah.
They give us oxygen, and that's important.
And they gave us Finding Nemo, which is an incredible movie.
Oh my gosh.
All right, and with that, I think we're going to transition to our next game, run a couple of ads. This is my last hosting for the day. I believe Dangerous will be taking over after this, so please
My mortal enemy.